like I always told you guys, in my house alone, I got speakers. I can put my wife, I can put my daughter. It's a family business. We are very serious about that. And today, it's been a while. I was supposed to bring her back, but I want to make sure that she take the time to still be a kid, but she's still walking beyond the scene. Trust me, she's still walking beyond the scene. She has another book coming out. If you don't know who she is, my daughter, Talma Marie, international, global, bestseller, entrepreneur. That's what I'm talking about. And today you will hear from her. So she will tell you a little bit why it's so important to teach kids about entrepreneurship. And we've been preparing her since she was 4 years old. We are not playing around. I remember seeing her, it was years ago. She don't do that no more, but she used to have a board meeting with her baby brother and your sister. Why are you not doing that no more? You used to have a board meeting because she knows that we're about meeting, we're about business. And I want to start, first of all, can you tell us how you knew, we told you about that, but what was going on inside you when you wrote your first book when you were 7 years old? This one.
Okay, well,
Love is a flashlight. So can you tell about it?
Well, before I go on, I would like to say I still have board meetings with my brothers and sisters, but we keep it secret to make sure no businesses steal our ideas.
Okay, good.
And also, what was going through my mind when I wrote my first book, I just wanted to inspire other kids, and I wanted to find inspiration, and I wanted to inspire other people. What was going through my mind was things that had happened throughout my life that I wanted to share with people, so they would know that just because I'm blessed doesn't mean that I don't go through stuff, because I do. God can protect us from problems, and we need problems to grow.
Good. Well, I like what you said. It's not scripted. That's what I'm doing on purpose, because I want you to hear out. So it's so powerful because love is a flashlight. Why everybody should carry it. So that it was like you were in the first grade going to second grade. But now I want us to spend a lot of time about your second book. It's on the screen, but we have hard copy here too. But I want you now to talk about the difference between love is a flashlight and life is not about rainbow and unicorn, especially now that you're in middle school, that you're working on your fifth book, because all those books are in French and English. So a book is about to come out will be a fifth book, because each book got a different ISBN number. So she's an author of 4 books, two English, 2 French, and the one coming out is going to be English and French too, so it will be 6 books. But can you tell me a little bit about why it was so different between this book and that one?
Okay, the difference between Love is a Flashlight and Wild Life is Not About Rainbows and Unicorns is that I'm not 7, I'm 11. And when I was 11, I started recognizing new things. When I was 7, I was having fun with my siblings, having fun. But when I was 11, I started to get agitated with them, and I started getting used to getting in trouble and taking responsibility for my siblings more.
And what about in school?
In school, I also noticed that I'm pretty used to people liking me in elementary school, but then I realized that not everybody's going to like me, and I can't make them like me. Because if I do, then I'm just going to seem too desperate.
Good. So you need to stand for yourself. You don't hate on people, but you need to stand, for yourself and make sure that people choose you as a friend. There's a lot of adults right now, Tamer, they don't do that. They still want to please people, beg people to be their friends. So you as a child, because you talk about it in this book, even adults need to buy this book. But, as on Amazon, okay, we don't need even... You go on Amazon and put your name, Talma Marie, and you will see a book. But can you tell them, as a child, even if it's an adult watching, why it's so important to not beg people to be your friends?
Why it's not important to beg people for your friends It's important because you want to find good friends. You want to find friends that you don't have to beg. Because eventually they're going to get tired of your begging and maybe be your friend. But just know when they meet someone else, apparently that has a better personality than you, then I'm not saying they do, but what they think. Um, they're not going to want to be your friend anymore. And if somebody doesn't want to be your friend, here's what I realized. This girl didn't want to be my friend because she says that I'm too excited. So if people don't want to be your friend, don't worry about it because they just can't handle your personality.
Good. You see? So from a child, it's good because we teach her really. Because, when you go to different places, we always teach her because the most important thing is exposure. So can you talk about now as a child and you see, me and your mom, how we walking and how we do business? What do you remember about activation tour when we went to France, in Paris activation tour, or when we went to Belgium, to Brussels? And in Brussels, you have a book signing. So what you were thinking in your mind, signing your book in Belgium, and the copy of the book was in another language. What was going through your mind as a child and prepare you for the future?
Okay, what was going through my mind? Wow, Belgium is so beautiful, and I had a lot of fun meeting other people. What was going through my mind is, wow, I can't believe this is happening. I remember when I was just signing books in Chick-fil-A in Fayetteville. And I was really, really excited. And my parents were smiling at me, being proud. And my little brother and sister, well, they just wanted to get out of the stroller. But I know that they were happy for me as well. Okay. I had a lot of fun signing books for other people. So I hope that they can inspire others and their children.
Okay, so now, we're going to talk about your topic and then, it's going to be over for today. We're going to do more of that. I believe people will like to see you more. Now, why is so important? Now you're 12. You're in middle school. Okay, you're in 7th grade, going to 8th grade. Can you tell them what I told you about the difference between producing content, what is so important, beside consuming too much content? Because there's kids watching you and there's adults watching you, they consume content all the time. Can you tell them why it's so important for them to not only consume content but producing content? I want them to hear your perspective, please.
Okay, so first off, I would like to say internet is exciting, internet is fun, but too much of it is not good for you. You want to know why? Well, I was watching YouTube and stuff, and I haven't really been writing until my mom told me that I was on my phone too much. So I started writing more stories, but I keep them hidden, and I'm not going to show my mom and dad the stories until I have the right amount to make the 5th book.
Okay. So, what you want to tell me is that because you are consuming too much content on TikTok, okay, and YouTube, of course, that you don't have enough time to do what you've been called to do. There's a lot of people watching now, adults. They have, a mission, just like you, okay, of what they're supposed to do, but in their mind and they're so busy, they cannot find the time to produce and do what God called them to do. So before we go, can you tell them, even you at your level, what are you doing to focus yourself to be able to write your own story, because you know how important it is. So somebody right now, they're watching, even kids, they want to find the time to create, but they cannot find the time to create. You as a child, what can you tell them? How they can force themselves to focus enough to create something?
Okay, so not to be out of topic, but I just really want to get this off my chest. Okay, first of all, if you look too much on the internet, you might notice things that you're not supposed to. You might see things you're not supposed to see, and if it's from a particular show or anything like that, you may not look at it the same again. So, I love Disney. That's my entire childhood. But what I noticed in Disney is that sometimes it can be a bit dark, I'm not going to say what I saw specifically because I know there are children watching, and I keep it friendly. But sometimes you need to get off of the internet because you're going to see things you're not supposed to see. But to get back on topic, it's important for you to create because my dad told me that if I spend too much time, I'm going to become a regular preteen who does nothing but consume content. And my mom told me that if I spend any more time on the internet, she's going to take my phone.
Okay.
It's not only that I don't want my phone taken because I love my phone. It's that I want to make my parents proud, and I want to use my talent so it doesn't fade away.
Okay, so that's so important. She said she want to use her talent, don't want to fade away. So can you say hey to people watching you now in the chat? So say that name. So say hi to her.
Miss Lowry. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
And this one.
Thank you, Mom.
And this one.
Miss Zoe.
Okay.
Congratulations to you too. I wish the best for you.
Okay. That's Uncle Joseph.
Hi, Uncle Joseph.
He's on YouTube. That's Swanny. She's in France. She's in Paris.
Hi, Miss Ranny.
So tell her in French. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Okay. There we go. So, guys, it was just something impromptu. She was not prepared to do the interview, but we're going to do more of this type of things while we're preparing for activation tour. I have a bad news and a good news. The bad news is no more tickets for in-person. Good news, we got tickets open up for virtual only, and it's going to be available tomorrow. I will have another video very soon, and then we will talk about more about activation tour and how you're going to be able to participate virtually wherever you are in the world. Okay, so do you want to say something before we go? Do you want to say something about your books real quick and where we can get it?
Yes. Okay, you guys know that you can get my books on Amazon, and I hope these books continue to inspire people and help them make good choices in life so they can do what God told them to do. And I would also like to say, don't change your personality for other people. I almost did that once.
So do not change your personality because God create you to be a certain way. So if you change, it means that you're not honoring how God created you. Okay?
And be careful because even if you think nobody is looking when you're doing something bad, God is looking. Okay, for example, okay, so this might make some of you guys laugh, but I'm telling the truth, okay? So, I was being my regular old 7-year-old self, and I had a jar of Nutella in my hand. I love chocolate. So what I did, I smeared chocolate on the wall, and then I tried to wipe it off with a wipe, and then I realized it's not coming off, and I was like, oh my God, Mom and Dad are gonna kill me. So I tried to wipe it off, but it was too late because by the time I put the wipes away, my mom was coming through the door and she saw me. So she was like, what were you doing? And I was like, nothing. And you could tell that I'm lying. I'm a bad liar because I was shaking and sweating and everything. And then the Holy Spirit told my mom what I did, and I'm punishment. My mom is connected to God, so I cannot get away with anything because he's going to say something. God is not a tattletale. He just wants you to learn your lesson.
Okay, great. So that's a lesson from Tom Mary. No scripted, live. Okay, so make sure that you go support her. Buy a book on Amazon, Darcy Mary Ogandaga on Amazon. Okay, and when you get it, send us a picture on my Facebook or on Danida Facebook. And she got her own page, she got her own page, Darcy Mary the Writer, on Facebook, and on you have also a page on Instagram. Okay, so make sure that you do what you have to do. Like she said, A mom can hear from God. Bye bye. Tyler Mary Rider, yeah, she said.
Wait, is this still live?
No, we're about to go now. Yeah, it's still live, but now. That's it.